Hey amigos, Robo here. Today we're diving deep into animals and farming and friends. I will take you all the way through animals, everything from buying and bringing them home, to feeding, producing goods, and even maximizing profits. But before we dive in, do me a favor and hit that like button. It's the best way to support the channel and keep the chaos rolling. Alright, let's get into it. Now, I know you're excited to rush to the store, but hold your horses. My number one rule for animals is build your fence first. You have to do this before you buy any animals. Why? Because if you get busy or look away for a second, your new animals can just wander off and get lost, and they're gone. Then you have to spend all your coins to buy them again. Trust me, that's a huge waste of coins, and it feels terrible. So get that fence built, and make sure it has a gate. Next up, you should have your feed bins all set up inside the pen before you place your animals. If your new animals get put in the pen and there's no food, they'll get hungry really fast. When they're hungry, they stop making stuff, and if they're hungry for too long, they could even die. That's no good. Pro tip, if you can save up and get the auto feeders, they are awesome. They make taking care of your animals so much easier. Okay, so now you've got animals in your pen. They can't just survive on their own. They need you to keep giving them food and taking care of them. How well you take care of them decides their mood, and you always want your animals to be happy. This is super important. An animal's mood is directly connected to how much stuff they make. If their mood drops and they get grumpy, your chickens will make fewer eggs, your sheep will make less wool, and your cows will make less milk. You can see how they're feeling by looking at the little emoji faces above their heads. It's like they're texting you. You can see right away if they're doing good or if they're feeling hungry, blocked by something, or too crowded. Animals that are unhappy won't make you the most stuff, so give them plenty of space, keep those feeders full, and keep them happy if you want to get the most eggs, wool, and okay, your pen is built and the food is ready, so let's go buy our first animals. You can buy all your animals in Farming and Friends at the big store called Animal Co. The way you buy them is the same for chickens, sheep, and cows. But before you can buy any animal, you'll need an animal trailer to carry them. Now, when you first spawn in, you'll see a broken down trailer, a busted fence, and an area for chickens with a coop and feed. To get all that fixed up and running, you have to complete a quest by earning over 3,000 coins, which is much cheaper than buying individually. If you add it all up, it's over 18,000 in coins, with the 4 free chickens you get. So this is a great deal. But listen close. Be careful. Once you spend those coins, it is spent. You can't get a full refund. If you sell stuff back, you only get about half of what you put into it. And here's a quick heads up. Those free chickens will produce eggs, but they are very slow. So make sure you have enough coins to take care of the 4 free chickens they give you and to plant your crops. Here's exactly how you buy your animals at Animal Co. The quest will also guide you. First, drive your trailer, like the small, medium, or the big animal hauler, into the loading area at Animal Co. You need to park your trailer just right. Make sure it's lined up with the white markings on the ground right under the big cow picture. Then hop out and go inside the Animal Co store and talk to the person at the counter. Choose the animal you want to buy from the shop menu that pops up. Once you buy them, the animals will load right into your trailer all by themselves. Now just drive back to your farm and park your trailer. In the hash lines in front of the gate, open your trailer gate, then the animals will go right into the pen. So it's simple. Just hitch your trailer to your truck or tractor, drive into that Animal Co loading spot, and your new animals will hop right in. Here's a look at the different trailers you can get. Small animal trailer. This is your quest trailer, or 5,000 coins to buy again. It holds 1 large animal, like a cow, and 6 small animals, like chickens. Medium animal trailer. This one costs 17,000 coins. It holds 2 large animals and 10 small animals. Large animal trailer, animal hauler. This one costs 190,000 and holds 8 large animals and 15 small animals. When you're starting out, your farm can hold up to 32 animals. If you want to have more than that, you can get the Animal Game Pass. That lets you have 52 animals at once, which is awesome if you want to be a serious, big-time farmer. Now that you know how to bring them home, let's talk about the cheapest and craziest animal to start with. Chickens are the cheapest animal to buy, which is awesome. They cost 1,500 coins each. To keep your chickens happy, they need 3 main things: plenty of food, lots of space, and you also have to make sure you own enough chicken coops for all your chickens. If all the coops are full, the chickens waiting outside get really unhappy because they can't get in to lay their eggs. Here's a pro tip. The cleaner you keep your coops, the faster your chickens will lay eggs. So, don't forget to clean it up when it gets dirty. To clean them, just walk up to one when it's dirty and hit the clean button. Cleaning chicken coops is also a task you see quite often for goal progression, along with harvesting eggs from the coops. When your chicken coop is all full of eggs, it's time to harvest them. You'll know it's full because you'll see chickens waiting outside with an angry emoji face above their head. They're grumpy because they can't get in. For the small coops, you can check the side of the coop to see how many eggs are inside. For the larger coop, the counter is on the front. If it says it's full, just walk right up to the coop, press the big green button, and the eggs will pop out in boxes. Then you can just pick them up and move them. After you've got your egg boxes, you have a cool choice to make. You can just sell the plain eggs, but here's the real trick. You can also process them. If you get the egg scrambler license, you can turn those eggs into scrambled eggs. Plus, the small scrambler has unlimited storage, so you never have to worry about it getting full. To sell your eggs or your scrambled eggs, Just take them over to Animal Co. and put them on the conveyor belt. Now here's something important you should know. You might see older, more experienced players saving their eggs. They load them onto empty pallets. But when you're a new player, you can't do that right away. Why? Because you need a forklift license before the game will even let you buy pallets. That's why the scrambler machine is usually the best choice when you're starting. You get that unlimited storage and you get your profit right away. Oh, and one last thing. Eggs are also used to make cakes. To make cakes, you need eggs, milk, and wheat, and they sell for a huge profit, but they also take a lot of work to make. Alright, you've got your eggs scrambling, so let's move on to the next animal. It's time to talk about wool. To get sheep, you first need a sheep license. You can unlock this license once you get 7,700 XP. After you get the license, sheep cost 3,000 coins each. And just like other animals, you'll need regular feed bins to keep them healthy and fed. Sheep make wool, and to get that wool, you have to shear them. It's easy. Just walk up to your sheep and the game will ask you if you want to shear them. When you press the button, the shears appear and the wool falls right on the ground. Then you just move on to the next sheep. Now why does mood matter for sheep? Because if they get too crowded or if they're hungry, their wool production really slows down. You need to keep those feed bins full and give them plenty of room, and they'll keep making wool for you. You can only shear them when the wool bar above them shows 100%. That's how you get the most wool from every sheep. Pro tip, if you want to know the fastest way to shear sheep, I've got a secret setup. Check out my video link up at the top. I'll show you how to build the best sheep chute. It makes shearing super fast. Okay, after you shear them, you need to pick up all that wool off the ground and put it in a wool spindle. This machine is awesome. It takes 3 pieces of your raw wool and spins them into one wool bundle. And the best part, it has unlimited storage for both the raw wool and the finished bundles. From there, you can take that wool bundle to the animal store and sell it. Or if you have the shirt factory license, you can take those bundles to the shirt factory. That factory turns your wool bundles into big boxes of shirts. My advice? Try to get your sheep license and your shirt factory license as early as you can. Making shirts is a really good way to make lots of coins in farming and friends. It's usually easier and cheaper to make a big shirt farm than it is to try and make chocolate milk. Alright, you're all set to make shirts, so let's move on to the animal that makes some serious coins. It's time to talk cows. Cows cost 4,500 coins each, and they are one of the best animals for making money. The milk they produce can be sold at Animal Co., or you can also process it into other things that are worth even more coins. On top of all that, cows are tied into lots of your game goals. Milking them, selling the milk, and processing it all give you XP. For factories, you can add it to the cheese factory, use it in the cake factory, or you can process it with cocoa to make chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is worth up to 25,000 coins per jug. This makes cows one of the strongest animals in the game. For both leveling up and for making tons of profit, you're going to need a milking barn to milk them, which can cost from 4,000 coins to 64,000 coins. You'll also need feed bins, which cost 2,000 coins each. To harvest that milk, you need to herd your cows into the barn first. Just walk up to a cow, tap on it and hit the lasso button. Then tap the lasso icon on the barn door to lead them right in. Once they're safe in their stalls, head inside, walk up to the cow and press the milk button. If you have a normal barn, milk jugs will pop up right in front of the stall for you to grab, but if you have an automatic barn, it's even cooler. The milk flows straight into your trailer parked in the highlighted loading zone. Don't forget to keep the stalls clean if they mess it up. Yep, you have to clean the stalls. The amount of milk you collect depends on the cow's fill percentage bar. If the bar is between 100 to 199%, you get 1 jug. If it's between 200 to 299%, you get 2 jugs. And if it's at 300%, you get 3 jugs. And just like with your other animals, keeping them fed and in a good mood directly changes how much milk they make. Now, mood really matters for cows. If their happiness is under 59%, they make spoiled milk. Yuck. It's only worth 32 coins per jug and cannot be used for anything else. But if you get their happiness to 60% or more, they make regular milk, which is worth up to 375 coins per jug. That's way better. And here's the best part. If you can get them to 90% happiness or more, you'll get free-range milk that's the absolute best quality. It's worth up to 622 coins per jug at the top rainbow price. But wait, it gets even better. When you finally get your chocolate milk or cake factory running, that free-range milk is like magic. When you put 1 jug of free-range milk into the factory, it actually counts as 2. That means you double your production for every single jug you put in. That is huge. Now, the biggest mistake players make is forgetting cows inside the milking barn. When they're stuck in there, they can't reach their food, they feel overcrowded, and the stalls get, well, really messy. If they are in there too long, they can get sick. They can even die, and you have to replace them. So always make sure to move your cows back out to their pen once you're done milking. Cows are a lot of work, but make so many coins. Now here are a few final tips that work for all your animals. As your farm gets bigger and bigger, think about upgrading to auto feeders. They cost more, but they do a lot of the work for you, which saves you a ton of time. And don't forget, cleanliness is super important. Keeping your chicken coops and barns clean actually makes your animals produce stuff faster. If you don't, they will slow down. Oh, and remember, overcrowded animals stop producing too. That means if they're all jammed together, they won't make as much stuff. So don't try to jam too many animals into one little pen. Give them some space. Happy animals equals more profit. That small trailer you get with the quest is usually just fine for when you're starting out. Only upgrade to a bigger trailer when you really feel like you need to haul more animals at once. And my last big tip, always keep an eye on the rainbow prices at the store. All your stuff, like eggs, scrambled eggs, wool, milk, chocolate milk, shirts, and cakes, will change in value. Selling your stuff when the price hits that top rainbow max level means you are getting the most coins you possibly can for all your hard work. That just about covers everything you need to know to get started with animals and farming and friends. From chickens to sheep's wool and even milk, you've got everything you need to run the ultimate animal empire. If this guide helped you out, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment telling me which animal you think makes the best money. Until next time, this is Robo signing off. Keep farming, keep grinding, and, as always, thanks for watching. And while you're here, you might as well check out one of these other videos YouTube has up here for you, because they know you will love them too.